So are the highlights. We've got all that for you and more. Leave it here. Stick around. Sport is next.
Hi, folks. It's month-end clearance.
Down to the wire last time they played in Walla Walla. We'll check it out this time. To Southridge you go. It's Wahi's Brian Earlback, the baseline shot under the hoop, getting it done. But here's son Scott Pepper now with the drive, the close range deuce, real close. More Devils though. Earlbach getting a little devilish himself. The nice take to the bucket. A tight one all night here. Southridge. Jason Coyne takes the pass. He takes the shot too. Give that guy two. More Suns. Tyson Jones putting away the jumper. And it came down to the wire again. We had to leave to meet deadline, but Scott Pepper now drained a three with 2.6 seconds remaining to lift Southridge to the 47-45 victory at home. But Pepper now led the Suns with 11, all in the pivotal fourth quarter play. More guys action. The Kennewick Lions playing at Kamiakin. Nice socks, fellas. Third quarter action. It's Eric Patrick doing it alone. The bucket, the whistle, 2 and 1. Kamiakin on cruise control. But the Lions on the inbounds play. Check it out to Oliver Browning. Back down underneath to Matt Blankenship for the easy couple. Braves, though, had it going all night. Patrick, the jumper, is off here, but Chris Bullock, he's not off. He's there for the putback, cleaning it up. Chris Lapp's going to add a stop-and-pop jumper as well, and we have a winner tonight. It's the Kamiakin Braves, 63-40, the final out from the TP. Down to the 3A ranks now. Prosser paying a visit to the Hanford Falcons nest. First on the platter, it's Hanford's Ben Massey with that jumper right there before intermission. Our camera guy's mom loves it, too. That's Mark's mom. Prosser going to work, too. Here's Dustin Butler with the try. He's good for 3, but a whole lot of Hanford tonight. Danny Gillespie gets the dish, drops him off at the hoop, the easy layup, and Hanford, the big winner. Not a huge surprise. They take it huge, though, tonight, 83-44. Thanks for that final score called in. And here's the other boys' scores we got called in tonight. Pasco beats up on Richland, 60-44. Number 2 Davis wins at home over Ike, 74-63. Burbank over Wahluke. Sam Weaver led the way with 21. Riverview boys take down Dayton 63-54. At the college level, Corby Shue hit the game-winning 3, and Carson Payne led the way with 21 as the Central Wildcats beat Alaska Anchorage 76-65. Also, the Eastern men beat Weber State by 12 tonight. To the ladies' high school action now. The second ring.
Net. Down to the wire, but the Falcons pulled out the much-needed 2-point win at home, 49-47. Some other scores in boys' action from around the region today. We see that Sunnyside was all over Sela. Grandview over Toppenish to remain undefeated. Burbank beats up on Warden. And a couple more here coming for you. Zilla over White Swan. Riverview over Wahluke. And Touchy over Prescott. Adam Sumter with 9 3-pointers in that one for Touchy. On to the ladies' action, where the first place Kennewick.
It's automated, it's computerized, no salesman, no pressure, no hassle. Make the call, make your day.
Eastmont Wildcats paying a visit to their gym tonight, and their shoulder sitting room only in the Falcons nest. Eastmont's Aaron Brandt gets the look at the triple and puts it away for the Wildcats. Eastmont by 3 in the fourth. Eastmont, one of the few teams to beat Hanford this season already, but Luke Gailey, the fadeaway jumper, it's clutch. He buries it. He had 23. It's a 1-point game. Check out the scoreboard, 47-46, 31 seconds left. Jared Hodges is going to fire up a 3-point ball. 9 seconds on the clock. Count it. Talk about clutch. Falcons up 2. That would be the game winner. 49-47, the final. A late birthday present for Mrs. Ingham. She's a huge Falcon fan. There you go. Boys scores for you from across the region. It was Wahi over Kamiakin and a squeaker, 54-53. Pat McCon had 17. Riverview over Wahluke by 12. Burbank beats Warden 52-41. Weaver had 21. Burbank held Warden to 1 field goal the entire first half. A college score 2. Central wins 96-64. Damian Chapman and Carson Payne both with 14. A couple other scores for you. Ellensburg over Prosser. Grandview beats Toppenish. Dayton over Royal in 2 overtimes. Cle Elum beats Mabton. Zilla over White Swan. And Sunnyside Christian demolishes Bickleton 71-35. Well, they're only about a half a dozen games into their season, but the Columbia Basin College men's hoop team has already had its share of ups and downs, and they played today against the Eastern Oregon JV.
Hi again, everyone. We already know that just last week the Davis High boys wrapped up the Big 9 conference title, but tonight's game against Walla Walla, let's face it, was about more than just conference standings. The Pirates looking to dole out some payback from last year's 2 losses. Go video! Josh Williams gets it going right here with a nice little turnaround on the other end. How about Brian Earlbach from WA High? That's Earlbach. Lobs up an impossible shot. It goes in. But here come the Pirates barrage. Williams again down low. The big guy, who can stop him? Then Taylor Stubblefield, yeah, he's going to Purdue, hits the three. Next trip down, LaFonte Joe. Do you sense it was Davis's game tonight? You bet it was. They get revenge, 77-64. All the Pirates have to do is probably worry about which bus to take to the Tacoma Dome. John?
I'll take the yellow one.
Yeah, next to hit your tubes, we head over to Richland High. Earl Streifert's bunch looking for their 7th win in conference play against Kennewick. But the Lions were looking large in this one. Ryan Hensel becomes this Friday's Kennewick man. Then Oliver Browning, previously labeled as the Kennewick man, feeds Jeff Berry for the triple. That's beautifully shot. I can toot my own horn. Thank you. The Bombers actually erase a 14-point fourth quarter deficit. They win it. Landed Confensis with a team-high 13 in the win. A nice crowd on hand at the Doghouse tonight. Catch Pasco and visiting Moses Lake late in the first half, and Pasco trailing by 9. That's Kevin Reffitt. Sensing the camera was on him. Nice move to the cup, big guy. Then Reffitt. Sounds like recoil solid in the paint, but the Bulldogs come back. Dennis Morissette popped in that jagged little pill for a team-high 23 in the win. John?
Well, one other score to the big nine. Boys side was Kamiakin, 56-36 winners over Wenatchee. All right, stepping into the ladies' side now. And forget the Kennewick, Kamiakin, Davis-Ike rivalries for a minute. And consider Kennewick and Richland. The top two teams atop the Big Nine met tonight over at the Lions Den. Bomber head coach Bruce Wallace hoping to get his ladies back from a 12-point halftime deficit. And they'd respond. Carrie McClellan with the baby J off the glass. That's magically delicious. And Bethany Such with 2 of her team-high 17 with the lay-in. But Kennewick's not number 1 for nothing. Playing most of the game without Emily Farholt because of foul trouble. Sarah Johnson gets her chance to shine. And Kennewick squeaks out a thriller in the Lions Den tonight. 57-54, a close one, the final. At Eisenhower, the Southridge Suns in town, and this is the cadet male drill team.
Jeez.
Great legs on those guys. I don't know. All right, to the game where Suns offense is all Michelle Mickelson. She hits the 3 right there. And Ike is tough at home, or so I'm told. Lisa Nemi sizes up the jumper, knocks it down. Ike's up 18. Next trip down, Brandy Reel at the free throw line. That's like taking candy from a baby. The cadets win it handily, and that puts a big hurt on the Suns' district playoff positioning. DT, take it away.
Hey, we got a couple other scores to report. We got Davis by 10 over WA High and Kamiakin 9 better than Wenatchee. What do you say we head to the 3A race for West Valley's boy Rams? Entered this one a half game out of first place, trying to extend that, but get a little bit closer, but it's Prosser trying to keep that gap a little bit bigger. You know, Andy Hilton knows how to play defense. He gets the steal, reverse skate. He's going to go the other way. He missed.
Vikings, Sealer getting it going. Jared Cathy with the 3, and the cheerleaders thankful of the effort. They were in rhythm. That's always nice. Ben Massey, the 3-pointer on the other end for Hanford, but it wasn't enough. Sealer, bit of an upset. Remember, Hanford went to the state tournament last year, 62-55. Vikings, a winner. Elsewhere in the Mid-Valley.
Heading to Sealer to battle the Vikings. That's Jeff Teeples. He had a 3. He had 25 on the night, but Hanford, well, they prefer the inside game, even though they are the Falcons not flying on this night. That's Danny Gillespie getting the rebound and putting it home, but it's the Vikings who put Hanford away, 62-55, your final. Adam, take it away.
In the night's other Mid-Valley matchup, Eastmont pulls off a 53-51 upset, of Ellensburg. That drops the Bulldogs into 3rd place and sends West Valley alone into 1st. The 5th-ranked Lady Rams also in 1st place, again hosting Prosser's Mustangs, who had to be a bit timid taking the court tonight. Haley Thompson-Miller hits the jump shot. Yes, she was just getting warmed up, though. The Bean, watch the Bean. The Bean is loose on the floor, folks. And there goes Haley. And he takes it strong and finishes nicely. Falcons up 6 in the 3rd. The Vikings counter with a guy by the name of Jeff Teeples. He called glass. I'm a witness. I heard the call. But Hanford exploded in the 3rd. Check out the great ball movement being exhibited. Danny Gillespie gets it right back to where it started, puts it home. The Falcons advance. Gillespie a perfect 11 of 11 from the field for game-high 22. The Falcons have a tough test Friday. They'll battle top-seeded West Valley in the Mid-Valley tourney. All right, the night's other loser-out game pitting Sunnyside against Ellensburg, and the Bulldogs blew up.
This evening, the gym packed with the Crazies in Richland. Huge night for Danny Gillespie. On the offensive rebound here, he puts it back for 2. Would you believe Danny Gillespie tonight was perfect? 11 for 11 from the field, 22 points in all. Hanford wins and survives 59-46. Last night, the Ellensburg girls survived the loser-out game. Tonight, the boys tried to do the same thing as they hosted Sunnyside. Young lady, you're up past your bedtime. Uh-oh, problems, at least for the road team. Ellensburg, Jeremy Brown, the nice steal to Jensen Scott for the slam. More problems for the Grizzlies. Sam Thong Chris Maldi. Watch this. Throw down, Chris. All Bulldogs, 65-44. They'll play Eastmont Friday night on the road. How about some local college action this evening? CBC was at home to take on the Walla Walla Community College